The old seat comes free like parchment, leather turning to dust in my hands. A whole life of mice tucked in the floorboards, gone with one pass of the vacuum. And beneath it all, the real bones of the truck, rotted wood, then the frame, orange and pitted but still
A couple taps with the chisel and the layers start to fry apart. Look at all that scale coming off. Wire brush takes it right down to silver. Those pits are deep, but the steel's still strong. Thick coat of grease keeps the leaves from squeaking and rusting.
The nut hasn't moved in decades, but a little coaxing gets it turning. With the last threads free, the wheel slides right off, leaving the spline shaft bare and rough. Rusted screws hold the gauge cluster in.
Easy does it. That's the block free of the frame. Now those head bolts are nearly a century old. You can hear them complain. And there we go. Carbon on every piston, just as expected. Crank, cam, rods,
That old fluid comes out thick as syrup, taking years of grit with it. A good blast of brake cleaner cuts through the sludge and the gears shine like new. Wipe it dry and the teeth look ready for another 100,000 miles.
The hone spins, cutting a perfect crosshatch into the cylinder wall and bathing it in fresh oil. A polished piston slides in, guided with a few easy taps. The fit is smooth and tight.
With the inspection cover off, the Model T's little planetary gearbox lays bare. These 100-year-old cotton bands are tired and frayed, time to retire them. Fresh Kevlar linings slip around the drums, held with a simple...
The red inner tube goes in first. Make sure it's smooth all the way around. Then the tyre comes over the rim. 2 irons, gentle and even, so we don't scar the wood. Valve cap on. Now we give it some air. Listen for it. There's the pop. Beads home. That's the old way. Simple.
The red inner tube gets tucked in first, resting against the polished wood. With the tube seated, the thin black tire is eased over the rim. A pair of smooth irons walk the bead on without marring the...
Lead melts in, sealing the split in the brass tank. A little smoke, then a smooth bead. Pressure climbs, no bubbles in the water. The joint holds. Now the fins. The comb coaxes.
Light taps, dolly behind it, just walking the steel back where it belongs. Once the line is true, we heat the seam. The lead flows in like liquid silver. While it's still soft, the paddle shape.
Every bit of dust has to go. The tack cloth lifts it like magic, leaving nothing but bare steel. Then the primer, high build and heavy, lays down in a smooth fan. It flashes off to a velvety grey blanket, hiding all...
Coming up flat, we're almost there.
The surface levels out, reflecting the booth lights like sheet glass. Under the red glow of infrared lamps, the color deepens and locks in. Now,
the wool pad cuts fast, working the compound across the clear coat. Heat builds, leveling those tiny scratches. With the residue gone, the color turns bottomless. That's a...
And there it is, tight, straight, and ready for decades on the road.
The cloth-covered lead slips under the clip, just like it would have in the 40s. Brass ring terminal over the post, and we'll snug the screw down until the weave bites. There it is, solid, tidy, and ready to bring the headlight.
Pull it up tight, let the grain line out. Tack in. That edge isn't going anywhere now.
The restored green inline 4 is guided down between the rails, settling onto its mounts with a satisfying click of steel on steel. Brass bolts snug it into position. With the chassis,
the new safety glass drops into the fresh black frame. With the rubber seal pressed into place, the gap closes up tight. Brass wing nuts snug down on the pivots. And just like that, the split windshield can swing open again.
The brass radiator shell slides into place, catching the light like liquid gold. Each headlamp mounts with a clean, satisfying turn of the wrench, wiring neatly tucked away. And when the cloth...
Split metal polish, and the brass comes alive. You can see the oxidation turn black under the cloth. Keep working it until the surface pops like gold. Final touch, Q-tip on the Ford script. Every curve, every loop.
There she goes. Smooth as butter.